What we got on the menu today? Hey, look, man, we got some breaking news to report, y'all. I'm gonna need y'all to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this live. When y'all come in this live, please hit the thumbs up, man. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up when y'all come in this live. Support is free, bro. So look, we're gonna get straight into this, y'all. We got Young Thug just did a new interview with that boy Fog Fo Loon. You dig what I'm saying? And on this interview, Young Thug is saying a lot. See, Young Thug is going on a little media run right now because he's trying to promote his album. You dig what I'm saying? His sales ain't too good. He not even doing half of what Gunna did. Gunna did 90,000 first week sales. Young Thug is projected to do about 45,000 to 48,000. So, he trying to go around and do some little media, trying to do a little a little justification for all that talking he did in that interrogation room. But guess what, y'all? Ain't no justification for that, bro. Ain't no justification for what Young Thug did in that interrogation room, bro. You can't justify what Thug did. You can't justify what Thug said. But a lot of people were saying that all his peoples like Future, like Lil Baby, like 21 Savage, like Drake, like all the people that he mentioned on that phone, on those phone calls, was turning their back on Thug. Dig what I'm saying? But that's cap. That's all the way cap. Nobody turned their back on Thug, bro. Like, Wham still picking up the phone. Drake still picking up the phone. 21 Savage still picking up the phone. Now, the only person that might not be picking up the phone is Future, bro. We have not heard anything from Future, so we really don't know where Future stand in all this. You dig me? So, after Thug did this interview today with Loon or whatever, right? DJ Akademiks and Wack 100 got wind because in this interview, Loon asked Thug about his relationship with Wack 100. Well, Thug didn't diss Wack 100. Thug ain't say no disparaging things about Wack 100. He basically said Wack 100 is still on. And y'all know Wack 100, that's my homie. You dig what I'm saying? So we gonna listen to what DJ Akademiks and Wack 100 had to say about this interview, and we gonna react, y'all. Check it out. Shout out Clubhouse TV too. Shout out my boy Clubhouse TV. We reacting to his content right now. Let's go.
TV's in the goo. We got TV in the goo. You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home in your Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the.
Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, subscribe when y'all come in here. Let's go.
Wack 100. What up, bro? Yo, I'm on stream right now. 18,000 strong up in the building. Listen, I was just listening to a newly dropped Young Thug interview. And I don't know, it was interesting. Your name came up. Oh, okay. That's the norm. Well, it came up. Well, I don't know if the interviewer tried to bring it up in a slick way, but Thug kind of handled it well. He handled it well. He basically said you he said everything, you know what I mean? He said he got respect for you. He believes you got respect for him. You don't think you'll be speaking ill of his name. I don't know. It felt like it was like a setup question, though. Or maybe he never heard everything you've been saying recently. Man, listen, bro. I don't know what the big deal is,
A three-part Providence Falls special event. Liam O'Connor.
Y'all know how these ads be, bro. You got to get through these ads.
Well, here's the thing. I think everybody's moving away from the narrative of kind of what you accepted, and everyone is saying that. There's no narrative. Yo, look, here goes the thing, bro. Listen, a murder is a murder, a robbery is a robbery. If I go out and I commit a bank robbery today, right? 6 months later, it's not going to be robbery at Walmart. It was a bank robbery because I went to Bank of America and stuck the place up, right? So, people don't control the narrative. The situation controls the narrative. Well, you understand what I'm saying? Well, the new narrative is that everybody was hating. What people can do is manipulate the narrative, but the situation controls the narrative. What's very unique about this, it don't matter what you say. It don't matter what I say. Everything we broke down was based upon we heard the individual say on interrogation day. And things that we heard, on the release audio, right? The release wasn't no snitching going on that. The interrogation is when a lot of the rules was broken. So it doesn't matter when you can go over here to Big Bank, you can go to Loon, you can go wherever you want to go. You can go to Black, you can go wherever you want to go, right? It doesn't matter what they say because what's unique about this situation is we heard what that individual said. Doesn't matter. Well, Wack, I've been telling you, I do believe that, depending on how many friends you have, the situation could be interpreted.
Nah, see, academics be having some good standpoints, bro. Academics be having some good points on a lot of different subjects. You dig what I'm saying? When it come to like the music game, when it come to rappers, numbers, they sales, they ticket sales for shows and tours and things like that. Academics be on point. You know what I'm saying? But when it come to street code and it come to any street topics, academics don't know what he be talking about, bro. That's why academics needs a nigga like Wack 100 on this phone, bro, because academics feel like Thug didn't tell. Academics feel like Thug snitching allegations get thrown out the window just because a lot of people in the industry are selective politicking and they ain't loud about it. You dig what I'm saying? Just because people aren't bringing it up don't mean it don't exist, bro. We all heard what Thug did in that interrogation room. We heard what Thug said. Thug said too much. Dig what I'm saying? Yeah, Pee-wee didn't go to jail behind Thug. Nobody went to jail behind Thug. But it's a lot of different situations where people say too much and they tell without anybody going to jail, bro. A person going to jail does not dictate if a person told or not. You dig what I'm saying? Now, when it come to Loon and it come to Big Bang Black, I feel like Big Bang Black definitely addressed Thug about those snitch allegations. Big Bang Black, shout out Big Bang Black. He definitely addressed Thug face to face when he had his interview with him. He addressed everything. He addressed the phone calls. He addressed the police interrogation. He told Thug, you did bad. He told Thug, that's a no-no. You dig what I'm saying? He told Thug, Thug should have never been in that interrogation room saying nothing in the first place. Now, I feel like Loon, and I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all. I rock with Loon, bro. I rock with Loon. I rock with his Up There podcast. Shout out to Loon. But I do feel like Loon is a little timid, bro. I feel like Loon might have been a little intimidated by Thug because Loon, yeah, he from the South. He might be a street nigga. I don't know. But he not from Atlanta, bro. He's not from the city, bro. So city niggas might intimidate him. I don't know, bro. But he definitely tiptoed around a lot of things with Thug, bro. All Loon spoke about was things that shine Thug in a bright light. He didn't really address any of the things that, people were saying bad about Thug, bro. He didn't address this interrogation video. He didn't address the snitching. He just addressed things like Thug and Dirk. You know what I'm saying? Thug and Dirk relationship, Thug and Wham relationship. When everybody know Thug and Wham is still cool, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's not a secret. Everybody know Thug and Wham is gonna be good no matter what. So we're gonna let Academics and Wack keep going.
No. It can only be interpreted different if you don't have something to gain. In this situation, it's not like I'm saying, hey, I heard this. You like Wack, you heard that, y'all heard this. Well, maybe he meant this. There's just nothing to talk about because we're all listening. And I'm gonna be real. We had the same interrogation tape 20 months ago on the other side of Clubhouse, on my replays. The difference is we didn't really hear it all because it was distorted. Trap wrapped the shit up. If Trap wouldn't have did what he did, right? What we listened to the first 20, 30 minutes, it was so distorted, I never got to the end of it to hear that shit, take my number, call me if you need me, don't tell nobody about it. First time I heard that was on Trap Lord's content. Because Trap did it, but you, Dwight, stop. You heard that? Heard what? He said this. Let me rewind it. Press play. Oh, shit.
Them ads, y'all. Y'all know how them ads be, bro. We're gonna get through these ads, though, y'all.
Wait, so let me ask you a question, because at a point in the interview, it says, somebody give me Wack number. Like, if Thug, Thug seem like he rock with you. If Thug's like a,
Hold on. Thug, this what it is, y'all. Thug want Wack 100 number because Thug know Wack voice matter in the media, bro. Thug done heard all that Wack said, bro. Like, Akademiks is acting naive, bro. It's no way Thug ain't heard all the things Wack 100 been saying, bro. Pee-wee had to go back to Thug when Pee-wee and Wack got into it on that live. You know Thug heard about that. You know Thug knew about that, bro. What it is he trying to wave the white flag with Wack, bro. He is trying to wave the white flag with Wack because he know Wack voice carries, bro. He know Wack got a chessboard of media content creators that can spin any narrative he needs spent, bro. So if Thug got Wack against him on the internet, bro, this onslaught that Thug is going through is gonna keep coming, bro. The more you beef with Wack on the internet, the more Wack gonna come back at you, bro. If you throw the white flag and Wack willing to throw in the white flag with you and have peace, you might be good, bro. You might be good, bro. But I don't know, bro. Wack is gonna go whichever way QCP go with this situation. If QCP feel like, you know, he want to come to a common ground with Young Thug and he wants peace and he don't want no more issues, then it's gonna be cool. Wack will fall back. You know what I'm saying? Wack ain't biting his tongue. Wack ain't taking back nothing he said, but he will fall back, bro. If QCP decides that's what he wants, bro. You dig what I'm saying? Because Wack came into this defending QCP. See, what Thug and Roscoe fucked up at is this, bro. Roscoe could have said any and everything he wanted to say, bro. But when Roscoe threw QCP name into this mix, bro, that's when Wack got into it, bro. That's when Wack got into this, bro. Because I've been saying Thug was a long tail because of the interrogation video. Wack didn't want to disrespect Thug, bro. Wack was giving Thug the utmost respect, bro. But when QCP name got brought into the mix, bro, all bets was off, bro. All bets was off, bro. Wack and QCP, they got a relationship like that, bro. They call each other brothers. You dig what I'm saying? So if you coming at QCP, Wack gonna be on your ass, bro. Wack is gonna be on your ass, bro. Keep going.
I came on your show. You'll change your mind. I came on your show. Your show. Okay. You knew what you were doing, right? You knew Wack Thug. You was telling your chat. If you ain't throwing people hard, it's gonna dictate what they're gonna say about you. I still believe that. That part of me, and I came on the show, and you said, Wack, you seen the shit? Yeah, I seen it. Bring spicy. Cocktail, right? So you said, what do you think? I said, bro, what I'm seeing is not right. He did bad, but I won't call him out his name. Remember that? I remember that. Okay. I was cool. You do some picking and choosing a little bit. No, I don't do no picking and choosing. I said, what I'm looking at is wrong. What he did was out of line. It's telling, but I won't call him out his name.
Hold on, bro. That is facts, bro. That's 1,000% facts, bro. As soon as Trap Lord Ross, see, we bought the video, we bought the interrogation video of Thug doing this telling to the 100 side of Clubhouse over a year ago. You dig what I'm saying? We just didn't have the audio that was crystal clear, bro. The audio we had was muffled, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Now, when Trap Lord Ross dropped the audio, he had it crystal clear. He had the whole 2 hours. You know, and y'all know how Trap Lord Ross do his breakdowns, bro. Trap Lord Ross was critiquing every single minute of that interrogation. So that's how it went viral again. You dig what I'm saying? And as soon as it came out, I called Thug a long tail. That was some long tail behavior what Thug did, bro. That was ratting. That was being a snitch. That was being a cooperator, bro. You can't be doing what you was doing in that interrogation room and think niggas ain't gonna call you no rat, bro. Niggas gonna call you a rat because that's what it is. Now, Wack 100, when he responded to it, he did say Thug did bad, bro. He said Thug did bad because you can't deny that. Nobody can deny Thug did bad. If you from the streets, you know Thug did bad. Only a civilian would say Thug didn't do bad. But what Wack did was he gave Young Thug a little bit of grace, bro. He gave Thug grace because of the relationship, bro. We all do that, bro. We all give certain people grace, bro. It's nothing wrong with that, bro. But you can't negate the fact that Wack did say Thug did wrong, bro. Keep going.
So what he's gonna do is
Now, that's what I just told y'all, bro. I just told y'all that, bro. Pee Wee Roscoe is the reason all this is going on, bro. Hey, Thug, you got Pee Wee Roscoe to thank, bro. You got Pee Wee Roscoe in his mouth to thank for all this, bro. The reason you got them low album sales, the reason people is running around calling you a long tail, calling you a rat, calling you King YSL Slack to turn to King YSL Rat is because of Pee Wee Roscoe, bro. Yeah, when Trap Lord Ross dropped this video, you still had people on the fence, bro. You still had people that was supporting you, bro. You still had street niggas sticking up for you, bro. But when Pee Wee Roscoe got on that live with DJ Akademiks and decided to disrespect QCP, all bets was off, bro. All bets was off, bro. And that's when the whole play went in action, bro. Everything went in action there, bro. You heard what Wack just said, bro. He was cool with whatever you had going on. He had no issues with you or nothing. When Pee Wee Roscoe went up there saying he speaks for you, bro, and he's the voice of Young Thug, bro, that's when everything went bad for you, bro. You got to get Pee Wee Roscoe away from you, bro. Pee Wee Roscoe is a liability, bro. Why do you even have him around, bro? What is Pee Wee Roscoe's job, bro? Do Pee Wee Roscoe even got a job, bro? We know he's staying in your condo. We know you got him up there at your condo, but why? Why do you have Pee Wee Roscoe at your condo? He ain't no A&R. He ain't no security guard. He can't be around firearms, so he can't let off the fire for you no more. What do you have him around for, bro? What is Pee Wee Roscoe's business around, bro? What is his job? What is his reasoning for even being around, bro? Like, niggas like that, you got to get them away, bro. They dead weight, bro. All they gonna do is cause you problems, bro. At this point in time, bro, Pee Wee Roscoe has done more harm to your career than anybody that's ever been attached to your career, bro. Anybody that's been attached to your career has never done what Pee Wee Roscoe has done to your career, bro. Keep going. Man, y'all know how these ads be, man. These ads be going crazy. Hey, hold on. We're going to pause right. I just told y'all that, bro. I just told y'all that, bro. Anything going against QCP, Wack is coming for you, bro. If y'all don't want no smoke on the internet, if y'all don't want the exposers digging into your business, digging into your wife business, digging into your personal business, bro, don't say nothing about QCP, bro. Because Wack 100 is going to press a button, bro. Wack 100 is going to detonate his nuclear weapon, which is the internet, bro. Wack is gonna detonate his nuclear weapon anytime you come at somebody he rock with, bro. That's just the facts of it, bro. That's his position, bro. Like, Wack got a lot of control on the internet, bro. We can't negate that fact, bro. Wack do got a lot of control on the internet due to the relationships that he's built, bro. You gotta look at the board. You gotta look at the table that he done built, bro. This nigga is cool with Vlad. This nigga cool with Akademiks. This nigga cool with Joe Budden. This nigga cool with Charlamagne the God. This nigga works with No Jump and Adam 22, bro. That means he has a board full of media content creators that run independent media, bro. He cool with everybody that run independent media, bro. You don't think this nigga can spin any type of narrative he want to spin on you, bro? So why would you even go against that, bro? Like, that just ain't playing good chess. That ain't thinking, bro. That's not emotional intelligence, bro. Like, Pee Wee Roscoe didn't think this through, bro. This ain't the streets, bro. This the internet, bro. And Pee Wee Roscoe ain't got nothing to lose, bro. Thug, you got everything to lose. As you can see now, bro. As you can see how this has affected your career. You now know that Pee Wee Roscoe is the reason your career is in shambles right now, bro. Keep going.
About, like, whatever tape or whatever, I think you're going to say, man, you out, too. You just did a little... No. Listen, bro. Like, well, I got people that ain't here. I got people that's disfigured. You know what I'm saying? I got people that aren't the same mentally. Right? Because of violations. We ain't harboring no futures. That ain't what we doing. Like, I'm a television. I come from this shit. Dog came in this rapping and got his whatever. But I always like bite my tongue. You're talking to the police. That's a violation. That's Thug been on a street podcast tour, but no street dude is saying what. Why are you the only street dude saying this? Because no street dude is saying that what he did.
Well, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
It ain't another street nigga in the game that got my credentials, right? And that ain't scared to speak their mind. Some of these niggas is scared because they got done on their mother jacket. Some of these niggas is scared because they might need a favor. Some of these niggas is scared because they trapped where they at right there and they ain't got the money, power, respect, or resources to fight a nigga back. I don't give a ain't known in this industry. Bring enough to silence me when I'm asked the question. It is what it is, bro.
So wait. So you think the podcast? Did you see the podcast by the way?
I just got through watching it when you called, literally.
So wait. So do you think that like there's no?
Your name came up too.
Yeah, I know it came up before. That's what I'm saying. Thug brought me up. That's why I said I felt like he was.
Hold up. This my only gripe, bro. This my one and only gripe with Loon, bro. Loon does excellent interviews, bro. Loon definitely does excellent interviews. He got an amazing podcast. He got an amazing platform. Shout out Loon, bro. But Loon, when you sit down with certain street dudes, bro, you seem to tippy-toe around certain things, bro. I don't understand that, bro. As a journalist, bro, and as an unbiased, supposed to be an unbiased platform, bro, and you say you just be seeking the truth, bro, that's one of your main things that you push is you just seeking the truth. Dig what I'm saying? Why didn't you address that interrogation video? Why didn't you tell Thug to his face that he did bad, bro? Why you ain't hold him accountable, bro? You allowed Thug to come up there on that interview and run from all accountability, bro. You didn't hold Thug accountable not one time in the whole interview, bro. And you say that word a lot, bro. You say the word accountability a lot, bro, as if you gonna hold people accountable when they come on your platform, bro. But it seemed like, and it's no disrespect to Loon, bro, it just seemed like with bigger names and bigger artists, bro, Loon get him a lot more leeway, bro. Loon get him a whole lot more leeway, bro. He bites his tongue a lot for bigger artists, bro. And you know, I understand it, bro. You're just playing the game, bro. But you can't be pushing this narrative as if you just seeking the truth, or if you gonna hold niggas accountable if you ain't holding nobody accountable when they come on your platform, bro. And if you is holding people accountable, you only holding people accountable that ain't as big as niggas like Thug. You dig what I'm saying? You can't pick and choose, bro. That ain't how it work, bro. Keep going.
See, here go the difference, right? I'ma tell that nigga in his face, nigga, you tell it. Y'all didn't watch me interview 2-3 people. Not only would I tell him in his face and tell him, I will pour your paperwork out. I will pour your paperwork out and make you.
I thought I knew what therapy was until I found
Ass, y'all. Y'all know how the ass be, man.
Tell you, get
Read it. I ain't give a. It is what it is, bro. I don't know. Maybe niggas be having their teams with them and they nervous. That's cool. My team with me too. Whatever they say you bad. I say Gumby. It's enough of your hard boys and my hard boys here. We can go out there and get out. Watch your mouth. Right there on the camera. I'm not. Some of these. I don't know. I don't know what made them a street. Right? Today, I'm not a street. I'm a nigga that come from the streets and understand it because I take meetings in Beverly Hills and I'm on the 80th floor. Right? So what I'm saying is, I don't wake up hustling in the street. Some of these, I don't know where their credentials come from. Maybe they got them from their uncle or big brother. I don't know. But Lou or Big Bank, and I stand on this, and they both got my line, will never call my phone and tell me Thug didn't violate the code of the streets in that interrogation. And any nigga that call himself a street nigga to say that is a, and use a, whoever that may be, whoever that may be, that say they're a street, that say what they witnessed Thug do on in that interrogation tape, what the police in a violation to the code of the streets ain't telling and cooperating with the police, use a any, and I stand on it.
I would love to.
Hey, Wack going in, y'all. Wack is going in, bro. He is drawing the line, bro. Wack just said any nigga Anybody, bro. He talking about Loon. He talking about Big Bang Black. He's saying anybody who hears that interrogation video and says Thug ain't do no cooperating, they is a you know what. Y'all heard what Wack said. Wack said any nigga that say Thug ain't no rat after hearing that is a bitch, bro. That's what Wack said, bro. And I feel him on that, bro. I'm with him with that on that 100%, bro. That's all facts, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Like, Big Bang Black already told Thug he did bad. We got to give Big Bang Black some credit, bro. Big Bang Black crossed his T's and dotted his I's. He covered everything he was supposed to cover in that interview, bro. But Loon, you are on the menu right now, bro, because you in a real tricky spot, bro. Like, you can't come out now and say Thug a rat. You can't come out now and say Thug did cooperation because you ain't tell Thug that to his face, bro. Big Bang Black said that to his face, bro. So Big Bang Black could come out and say whatever he want, bro. If Loon come out now and start talking about Thug a rat or Thug a snitch, Thug a long tail, Thug cooperated, if he say anything like that, bro, he gonna look like a buster, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. I rock with Loon, but if Loon switch up now when he had the chance to address this in Thug face, Loon gonna look like a bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Loon gonna look like a straight bitch, bro. Keep going, y'all. This some good content, bro. Shout out Clubhouse TV.
Here you have a conversation with that individual because y'all are both.
I've never heard Loon agree with what Dog did in that case. I think what Loon did was took the position, these are selected questions I want to ask, and that's what it is. But if you ask Loon what Thug did in that case, ain't no way Loon gonna say that ain't a violation. No way possible.
He definitely ain't gonna. I don't think he's gonna say that. You know why? That's his friend.
How?
Loon ain't gonna say that, bro. Loon, I see what you trying to say, Wack, but you wrong on that, bro. Loon is not gonna say Thug did any cooperation, bro, because Loon know he can't come out and say that now, bro. He didn't address it in the interview, bro. He said nothing to Thug about that, bro. So Loon can't come out now and just go on a Thug a rat. He can't come out like that, bro. He can't, bro. He know that, bro. Loon is a smart nigga, bro. You could tell by his dialect, bro. You could tell how he articulated himself on his interviews. Loon is far from slow, bro. Loon know what he doing, bro. So Loon know if he was to come out now and be like, yeah, y'all, Thug a rat, Thug a long tail, Thug did bad on that video, he know niggas is gonna criticize him, bro. He know niggas gonna call him a selective politicker, bro, because he didn't say it to Thug face, bro. He had Thug right there for what, an hour and a half, 2 hours or something like that. He could have addressed anything he wanted to address, bro. And even if he had his questions pre-written down or pre-prepared before he did the interview, that's a question that definitely should have been in there, bro. That's a question that should have been in there because it's the most viral thing that's been going on in Thug life since he got out of jail. Thug ain't been this viral since he got out of jail, bro. This is the most viral Thug has been since he got out of jail. And me personally, I'm glad these interrogation videos came out. I'm glad these leaked phone calls came out because it made Thug release music, bro. This all we wanted from you, Thug. We just wanted you to release music, bro. It's fucked up that it had to go like this. And these are the things, these events that happened is a trickle-down effect and made you release music. You should have came out releasing music off the rip, bro. It shouldn't have been all this, bro. You wouldn't even been in this situation, bro. Like, Thug called Gunna a rat till he couldn't call him a rat no more, bro. And now look at where we at now, bro. Gunna is the bigger artist now, bro. Gunna has more support from the I ain't gonna say from the industry, but Gunna got more support from the fans than Thug do, bro. The people are more receptive and they resonating with Gunna way more than they resonating with Thug, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Keep going.
Wow. If it's your friend, there's no foul. If it's not your friend,
No, that ain't how that work, bro.
this is how the streets work, Wack. Like we've been seeing it.
Listen, before Roscoe got beside himself, I told you, Thug violated in that interrogation. What he did was absolutely wrong and it's telling. But I'm not gonna call him out his name. People want to hear me call him a snitch at the time. Right? I had enough respect for him that our relationship prior to Wack. Is that right? No, that's wrong. Is that telling? Yeah, that's telling. Now, I done told you what I done told you. Now, if you can't take that and say, well, Wack said the nigga done violated, then maybe you slow. I don't know. At the time,
that song? One of my favorite songs by him is a song where he calling out the rats. He said, "Gonna rat, who's the rat?"
I mean, it's a whole lot of these.
Yak a rat.
Gunner's a rat. Woody's a rat. Cat Cole too. Remember, I am the one release that goddamn content.
You know,
Right? But guess what?
you know I like that verse because he basically said all these niggas ratted but me. I like that.
Okay, well, let's do it like this.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Saucy Santana. Right? He's right?
Yeah.
Who else we got?
Hey, hold on. Hey, academics get nervous when you bring up Saucy Santana name, bro. Academics don't want to hear nothing about Saucy Santana name, bro, because Academics was in a weird position when him and Saucy Santana was beefing, bro. Academics couldn't really go in on Saucy Santana the way he normally would go in on somebody because he already know they're gonna try to cancel him, bro. Y'all know them people with them alphabets, bro. They was gonna try to cancel Academics, and Academics couldn't properly defend itself, bro. So anytime somebody bring up Saucy Santana name, Academics get a little shaky. You dig what I'm saying?
Can we agree?
Yeah.
Right? And Puff Daddy, his ass too. That's it. Right? It's what it is.
Yo,
So
Wack.
if Puffy wants to say, Saucy, you, Nas X, you would say, you are the pot calling the kettle black. You're due.
Yo, Wack. I think you say this because, like, if you and Thug did an interview like I did with 6ix9ine, you know.
I'ma tell him. Hey, look.
No.
I'ma be real.
Well, I got 5,000 on that one.
I will
I will have 5,000 on that one.
Let's make it 50.
Well, Wack.
Hey, listen. I stopped recording my homie, The Valley, 818. Projects called The Knob. I'm a original baby gangster. Ain't nobody bigger than the program, homie. And you ain't never seen me sit in front of a mother and not repeat to him in his face what I've already said. Show me one.
That's true. I give you that.
It didn't happen 4-5 times.
I
That's
do
what it
think
is.
Thug is a different case. But I'm gonna be honest with you. What I've
What
realized
do you mean? Thug is a different case. How?
because I've never seen people this side. Yo, I've heard people come out loudly and just disassociate or call somebody whatever.
So you gotta be like that.
Hold on. Academics is 1,000% right about that, bro. We ain't seen no artist come out and be blunt and be loud with it about Thug, bro. What is y'all scared of, bro? Y'all other rappers is scared of Thug, bro? Y'all thinking that all that YSL trial shit that y'all heard about Thug, like Thug just calling all the hits or Thug some mob boss of Atlanta. Y'all believe in that shit, bro? Like, why is y'all not calling out Thug, bro? Why have we not seen not one rapper say anything about Thug being a long tail, bro? We ain't heard no rapper say nothing at all, really. We ain't heard not one rapper even say Thug did wrong, bro. Why is that, bro? Why is there so much selective politicking, bro? Like, I know Boston Richie did bad, bro, but it was a lot of y'all rappers saying shit about Boston Richie, bro. It's niggas got Boston Richie in songs, bro, calling him Boston Snitchy. Why ain't none of y'all saying nothing about Thug, bro? Why is y'all so quiet about Thug, bro?
Let's go for the podcast base. Joe Budden, yourself, Gillian Wallow, Drink Champs, Vlad, acting on some real shit respectfully when it comes to what I know about this industry, where I've been, the time I done did, right? Could I have this conversation? Nephew them out of Philly, I think his name was like Oskino or something like that. He got some credentials. But Wallow, come on. Wallow wasn't a nigga in jail. He wasn't in there for no gangster shit. And he wasn't in there doing no gangster shit. He gonna tell you that. Philly, real Philly niggas gonna tell you he's just a rapper. Right? You know this shit. So, a lot of these people, when it comes to this subject matter, are gonna see it their way, but it ain't the way of the rules, bro.
So you want to know if it's normal to just
These
stop
goddamn ads, bro. What's up with these ads, bro?
It's not.
I feel like more people are vocal about definitely 6ix9ine, but definitely Gunna.
Because they racist. If 6ix9ine would have been black, the whole New York would have stood up for him. But because he was a little Latin kid, getting money,
Hold up, whack, 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 whack. I ain't gonna let you do that, bro. That's cap, bro. What Wack just said is cap, bro. I ain't gonna let you do that, big bro. Look, the reason people did that to 6ix9ine, the reason people were so vocal about what 6ix9ine did is because we all seen 6ix9ine get on the stand, bro. We watched 6ix9ine get on the stand and point out people that wasn't even charged in that case, bro. And we saw them same people get Ricos after that, bro. We seen 6ix9ine call out Jim Jones on the stand. We seen 6ix9ine call out Cardi B on the stand. We seen 6ix9ine call out Casanova 2 times on the stand, bro. Now, we know Cardi B ain't get charged with no Rico, but her set, the 5'9" Brims, they got hit with a Rico after that, bro. Casanova 2 times and the Apes, they got hit with a Rico after that, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gonna act like niggas was just hating on 6ix9ine. Nobody was hating on 6ix9ine, but 6ix9ine is the bottom of the barrel. 6ix9ine is the worst of the worst, bro. Like, it's one thing to be like, look, man, when you go to jail, right, they got the rats and the PDF files all on the same yard, bro. They got both of them on PC yards, right? 6ix9ine is both, bro. 6ix9ine is a long tail and he a PDF file, bro. 6ix9ine is a non-registered sex offender, bro. He's not registered, but he's a non-registered sex offender that was doing kitty corn, bro. 6ix9ine was convicted of doing kitty corn with a 13-year-old, bro. Like, we ain't gonna give 6ix9ine no type of pass whatsoever, bro. 6ix9ine is the worst of the worst, bro. The only thing that 6ix9ine ain't is a rainbow yet, bro. We ain't seen no rainbow allegations on 6ix9ine yet. We don't know if he in the closet or what, but 6ix9ine is a long tail and he's a PDF file, bro, with a minor, bro. With a minor, bro. With a minor, bro. Like, come on, Wack.
We already watched this shit. Max B on his way home. The paperwork is out. His brother Pooh Sims is saying he cold. We found the paperwork. He's gonna come home in New York because he's black. Go stand with him. What you wanna bet?
Well, I mean, how about that?
Nah, look, though. Wack got a point on that, bro. Wack do got a point on that, bro. I ain't seen nothing but one New York nigga say anything about Max B paperwork, bro. Why is y'all so silent, bro? Why is New York so silent, bro? Where's the Bronx? Where's Queens? Where's Harlem? Where's Long Island? Where's Brooklyn? Where y'all at, bro? Why is y'all not saying nothing about Max B, bro? Max B, in his own words, when he tried to get a sentence reduction, is saying they didn't credit him for his cooperation against Gina Conway and Pooh Sims, which is his blood brother, bro. Pooh Sims, his blood brother, bro, and he told on him, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen not one New York nigga say nothing about Max B, bro. The only one, and I gotta give him some credit on this, bro, is Jim Jones. Jim Jones is the only one that we've seen say anything about Max B being a long tail, bro. Y'all might have missed it, but I didn't, bro. Jim Jones put up a post maybe about a week ago, right? And it said, free Pooh Sims, bro. That is a direct shot at Max B, bro. If I see you New York rappers supporting the wave when he come home, bro, y'all gonna have a bunch of videos from us, bro. Y'all gonna have a bunch of videos from the exposers, bro. Because y'all gonna be selective politic. Y'all already selective politic because y'all ain't saying nothing about it, bro. Y'all ain't saying nothing about Max B being a long tail, bro.
Well, maybe nobody knows about whatever paperwork you're talking about.
Everybody know about it. We put it out on the other side about a year ago. It's right there. Bullshit.
Man. So you're telling me if you had an interview with Doug, you would tell him like, Doug, I don't
You violated blood power rule. You did too much talking. You was telling. That's it. Ain't nobody bigger than the program. I'm dead on it. What you talking about, bro? What else I'm supposed to say?
Hey, listen, sir. Hey, you know, I'm a civilian, so I can't stand none of these things. I was watching Big Bang. I was watching Big Bang, hoping Big Bang would give us some clarity. He didn't. And then this guy right here, supposedly some secret street dude, he was just getting it gritted. Like, he didn't feel like.
Big Bang in Atlanta. Maybe trying to save a relationship. But I'll bet you this. Big Bang.
Nah, hold on. Act. You just said yourself you a civilian, bro. Stay out of street politics then, bro. You can't say that. You can say that Loon was selective politicking. Loon was definitely selective politicking. Loon did not address Young Thug snitch allegations, bro. And at this point, they ain't allegations, bro. They are facts. Dig what I'm saying? But we got to give the big homie Big Bank credit, bro. Big Bank addressed Thug snitch allegations, bro. Big Bank Black told Thug to his face, you did bad, bro. Thug, you did bad, bro. You weren't supposed to be in that interrogation room. Thug, you weren't supposed to be saying that to them police. Bank told Thug that, bro. So we ain't gonna do that to Big Bang Black, bro. Big Bang Black held it down. Shout out Big Bang Black and Big Facts Podcast.
Guarantee you this. Will not say what Dog did on that 2-hour interrogation tape is solid and ain't wrong. He will not deny that the violated and it look like you cooperating working and we gonna deem that as felony. Ain't no way Big Bank will ever say, because for Big Bank to say that, tells us he'll do it too. For you to say what you saw was right means that you will handle the situation the same way.
Well, I was just shocked that they were blaming other people. Like, you basically said the hate. Do you think the hate on Young Thug?
Ain't no what? Ain't no hate though, bro. We're looking at the interrogation. That's it. There's no hate. The truth can never be considered disrespect. There's no hate. That's what it is. It's right here, bro. That's it.
The truth can never be considered disrespect, bro. Nobody got no hate train against Thug, bro. Nobody had no elaborate plan to take Thug down, bro. Where Thug messed up at, and I'm going to say it again, bro. Thug messed up when he allowed Pee Wee Roscoe to be the voice of Young Thug, bro. Young Thug knew about Trap Lord Ross releasing this video, bro. He should have just fell back, bro. He should have just fell back. If he wanted to do an interview, he should have did the interview. He should have responded to this, bro, on his own, bro. When he allowed Pee Wee Roscoe to respond for him, bro, that set up the play for him to be having all these issues that he got now, bro.
Like, if you ain't getting a pass, you probably right?
What?
You gotta give him a pass.
Give who a pass?
These ads, y'all.
Thug.
Pass for what? What you mean? You mean to say we didn't hear what we heard?
He did a little bit of flirting, talked a little bit too much, but it wasn't all the way.
Nah, and see, this when you severe, you gotta shut up.
It was like foreplay. It wasn't
Ain't no you told a little bit.
It's a little
Ain't no you told a lie. Ain't no you cooperated a little bit. You cooperated, mild, medium, spicy. No, cooperating is cooperating. Any form of it is a violation. That's it.
Wait, so you
Or, hang it out, go to church, as they say, drop your flag, and be normal, and do what you want to do.
hey, I'm taking the perspective of another student. 1090 Jake, he said he ain't stick. He told
1090, look,
1090 Jake don't got no say-so on who told and who didn't tell, bro. 1090 Jake been compromised a long time ago, bro. When 1090 Jake came out and said Rollo didn't tell, bro, that's when 1090 Jake was compromised, bro. If you look at 1090 Jake channel, bro, and you look at what happened after he came out and said Rollo didn't tell, bro, a lot of people felt like 1090 Jake started taking bags to compromise the integrity of his platform, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Not to mention 1090 Jake, and I rock with 1090 Jake. I rock with his content, but the facts is the facts, and the truth can never be considered disrespect, bro. 1090 Jake is a rat, bro. 1090 Jake is a long tail, bro. 1090 Jake told on Jimmy Horry, bro. 1090 Jake told the police that Jimmy Horry hit him with a rock, bro. He said Jimmy Horry hit him with a rock, with a lock in a sock while they was in jail, bro. Now, 1090 Jake tried to come out and just say like, oh, this is just a write-up in jail. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter, bro. Once you implicate another person in a crime, bro, that's too much, bro. That's telling, bro. So I don't even know how the rap community allowed 1090 Jake to get away this long, bro. But it's over with, bro, now. It's a rap, bro. It's over with now, bro. 1090 Jake is no longer the voice of who told and who didn't tell in hip-hop, bro. He can't be, bro. He can't be, bro. Because now he's saying Thug ain't tell, and he already said Rollo didn't tell, but 1090 Jake did tell. Keep going.
snitching, telling, working, cooperating is all a violation.
that's what he said. He said he didn't snitch. He told. That's great.
Snitching, telling, all a violation, bro. Listen, okay, listen. The R word is the R word.
Yeah.
You got oral, you got anal, you got
tell him, like, there's
I ain't
something. Ain't what it is. You gotta have a little bit of leeway.
Act. Stick to the civilian topics, bro. We rock with your civilian takes, bro. Your civilian takes are the best in the game, bro. But when it comes to a street perspective, bro, you have no idea what you talking about, bro. It's no leeway in telling, bro. Either you told or you didn't, bro. Ain't no you halfway told or you 10% told or you a quarter of a percent, you 25% told. It ain't none of that, bro. It's you told or you didn't tell, bro. It's just like that, bro. Cut and dry.
Well, for Thug, we gotta make it sense. Come on.
It's content. Ain't none of these gonna do nothing, but it's content. And I'm running it up on every that come across my table because he's been playing for my downfall. You come across my table, I'm gonna move you real good. But dog, it is what it is. I think the worst is yet to come. I can foresee Atlantic, Warner, 300 not re-upping because they're in the bid war for Gunner. Right? I can see them.
Hold on, we gonna pause right there. I said this, bro. I said this when it first started, bro. When Thug and Gunna first started going at it, I said that Atlantic and 300, they was gonna be at a conflict of interest, bro. That is a conflict of interest, bro. When Gunna album came out, bro, you seen how much support Gunna had, bro. You seen how much support the label gave Gunna when his album was dropping, bro. Like, it's clear that the label is behind Gunna. It ain't clear that the label is behind Thug, bro. They have picked their side, bro. And as a business standpoint, as a business decision, Gunna's side was the side to pick, bro. Dig what I'm saying? Thug is not on the incline, bro. Thug is on the decline, bro. Gunna's on the incline. Dig what I'm saying? So now you got Gunna, he's in negotiations with Atlantic Records and 300, right? He trying to decide if he gonna re-up with them or if he gonna go elsewhere. You dig me? So now they gotta decide, like, what is Gunna gonna want, bro? You think Gunna gonna stay on a label that's supporting a nigga that's focused on his downfall, bro? No, bro. Gunna is not gonna attach himself to no label that's behind a nigga that's focused on his downfall, bro. And that's what Thug been focused on since he got out of jail, bro. Thug been more focused on taking Gunna down than he was on building himself up, bro. And that's what Thug dropped the ball at, bro. That's what Thug lost at, bro. Because now you got Leo Cohen and you got Kevin Lyles, who are businessmen, bro. They've been in this industry for years, bro. They've been in this industry before most of us was born, bro. Dig what I'm saying? So you think they gonna pick Thug's side out of some type of street loyalty or some type of loyalty to him? No, bro. They don't have no loyalty to you, bro. They loyalty is to their business, as it should be, bro. And when it comes to their business, Gunna is the right choice, bro. Keep going.
Gunner, that they side with him, they want to do business with him. I believe Thug gonna do half of Gunner's numbers. 2025 IRS tax
These ads, y'all.
It's easy. 40, 50, right? He did it to himself. If he would have got out, dropped his music, not been attacking this dude, you a rat. I ain't that stupid, bro. Like, I know if I'm a car thief, I know I'm a car thief. I'm not going to be running around calling everybody car thief and hope that they don't figure it out. I'm never going to mention car thief out my mouth ever in life. So that's what was so crazy, bro. It's like he got out going so strong at these people, but damn, you right there with him.
Yeah, I mean, my thing with Thug is that, I'm a civilian, so I don't care if he did whatever he did, do whatever. I think him trying to portray himself as a victim, or this is only because people are hate him.
It's just though.
He came out with
Woody, I look, for a whole year, I said Woody a rat. I saw Woody at No Jumper. What did I tell him? You're a rat. That's it. But Woody said Thug ratted on me first.
back to his face?
Definitely. What you mean? I told my dad, the rat. He said, what you mean you're a rat? Oh, you're a rat? My dad wouldn't shake his hand after that. My dad been to the penitentiary. He's a pastor, but he been to the penitentiary.
So look, y'all heard that breakdown, bro. Y'all heard the breakdown on the new Thug interview, bro. Wack 100. It don't seem like Wack 100 want no peace with Thug right now, bro. It do not seem like Wack 100 is about to let up off Thug, but y'all know we'll see. We'll see where this go. I don't know, bro. I feel like personally, bro, Thug is done with his rap career, bro. Thug rap career is over, bro. It's not like he don't have no fans or nothing like that, but he keeps going down and down and down, bro. Like, look at his last album, the Back to Business, bro. He did like 80,000 on that one. He doing 40 to 50,000 on this one. At this point, bro, his next album, he might do like 20,000 first week sales, bro. Like, I don't know what Thug gonna have to do to get back in the algorithm, get back in the good graces of his fans, but he gonna have to figure out something soon, y'all. This next story we got on the menu tonight, bro, we got Nicki Minaj, bro. Nicki Minaj going against the whole industry right now, bro. Nicki Minaj is at war with the whole industry, bro. And what we gonna talk about right now, basically, is Nicki Minaj got Donkey of the Day from Charlamagne the God and the Breakfast Club. Now, Nicki Minaj got wind of this, and y'all know Nicki Minaj went in. So we gonna react to what the Breakfast Club had to say about Nicki Minaj. Let's go.
All right, y'all. So yesterday, as I mentioned in the tease, we got listed on Nicki Minaj's lash list. She gave us some lashes. Her hit list, yes. So where do y'all want to start? Y'all want me to tell y'all how we got there, or y'all want to hear what she had to say about y'all?
It really don't even matter.
We know how we got there. We're here, Thorne.
No, stupid. All right. Okay, yes. So, okay, let me talk to you guys about what went down yesterday on X. So, poor culture. Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were at it again. Nicki Minaj got on X and she began tweeting. She tweeted, "Dear Culture Vulture, your mom is pregnant with another monkey to add to her litter. The gag is that she was jealous of a little baby boy simply because his hair was longer than all four of you bald monkeys put together." So Cardi responds, "Here you go again, starting nice and early. You sick, pathetic, loser, demonic B-word. I said back in 2018, and nobody believed me, that you've been talking about my child since I was pregnant. You've been jealous of my child. I had never mentioned or talked about your kid. It's one thing to be jealous of me, but to be jealous of my kids is insane. You're jealous of my kids because they're beautiful and they're smart, and that's why God punished you with having she calls her kid slow. You hate your child because you wish you could brag on him and his milestones, but the only thing you can brag on is hair, you effing dummy."
Hold on, y'all. See, I don't agree with none of this, bro. I don't agree with none of this, bro. It's a flag on the play. Flag on the play on both sides, bro. It's a flag on the play on Nicki's side. It's a flag on the play on Cardi's side. They brought kids into this beef, bro. I don't think they should have brought no kids into this beef, bro. That's all the way wrong. You dig what I'm saying? But what we not gonna do is be biased, bro. We is not gonna be biased, bro. They allowing Cardi B to play this victim role, bro. Cardi B is not a victim, bro. Cardi B is far from a victim, bro. Y'all gotta remember this, bro. Cardi B is a gang member, bro. Cardi B is Cardi Brim, bro. That's what Cardi B is standing for, bro. Cardi B is short for Cardi Brim, bro. Cardi B is a 5'9" Brim, bro. She reps blood. Dig what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna act like Cardi B is no type of victim, but we don't know where this beef started at, bro. We don't know if this is all the way back. Think about this, right? Cardi B and Nicki Minaj beef started in 2017, bro. It started in 2017 when Nicki Minaj and Cardi B, they did a song with the Migos called Motorsport, right? And after this song was released, it was a narrative being pushed in the media that Nicki Minaj some type of way altered Cardi B's verse. Now, that don't even make sense, bro. That don't even make sense, bro, because the song was the Migos song, bro. Nicki Minaj wouldn't have no type of possession of those files, bro. Nicki Minaj would not have that hard drive with them with the whole song on it. The only thing Nicki Minaj would have control over is her own verse. So this narrative got spent all around. It was in the media or whatever, right? Cardi B never spoke up, bro. Cardi B never spoke up, never cleared up the rumors, bro. So, you know, Nicki Minaj took offense, bro, because at that point in time, even today, bro, even still today, Nicki Minaj is the bigger artist by a long shot, bro. And at that time, Nicki Minaj was a way bigger artist than Cardi B. You dig what I'm saying? So her hopping on the song with Cardi B enhanced Cardi B's career. So Nicki Minaj took that as a slight that Cardi B didn't get out there and you know, clear up those rumors. So they bumped into each other in 2018 at New York Fashion Week. And it got physical. It got real physical. You know, they saying Cardi B was the aggressor. They say Cardi B was pressing the line because she was on her Cardi Brim time. You dig what I'm saying? On that BX or B next type time. But they say Ra Ali, which is Nicki Minaj's #1 pit bull, got the best of Cardi B, bro. They say Cardi B left up out of there with a pumpkin head, bro. So Nicki Minaj and her team left with the win, and Cardi B left with the L. So all these years since then, they never reconciled. Nobody threw in the white flag on either side. They've been beefing. So now Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are going back and forth again. But we don't know what Cardi B might have said about Nicki Minaj's kids behind the scenes, bro. Because Nicki Minaj has provided receipts, clear-cut evidence that Cardi B was calling other people's kids monkeys, bro. Cardi B was doing that, bro. Cardi B was wishing death on other people's kids way before we even knew who a Cardi B was, bro. So Cardi B has these type of characteristics, bro. It's not like Cardi B never said nothing about nobody kids, bro. I feel like Nicki Minaj, even though I feel like it's wrong, I feel like Nicki Minaj tried to beat Cardi B to the punch, bro. Nicki Minaj tried to get ahead of this, bro. And when you're in beef with somebody, bro, you don't want to be on defense, bro. You want to be on offense, bro. You want to strike first, bro. You don't want to leave no smoke in the air. So I believe coming from Nicki Minaj's perspective, she said that about Cardi kids first because she know how Cardi B get down, bro. She know Cardi B will talk about somebody kids, bro. So we can't be looking at Nicki Minaj as some evil person or something like that, bro, because Cardi B got those same type ways. Keep going.
But then Nicki Minaj tweets, "I'm going to kick your gums back in formation." Cardi responds, "You said you're going to kick my child gums back. Didn't you say you was in NY? This is passwords now. Where you at? Because today going to be the day I go to jail." So then Nicki Minaj continues to tweet. At this point, though, her tweets are all over the place. It's not even just to Cardi. She's tweeting the day that her album drops, March 27, 2026. She tweets randomly R. Kelly. She randomly tweets Aaliyah. She's tweeting photos of a pregnant Barney because she's been calling Cardi Barney B.
Cardi B. Now, you got to do more than tweet, bro. You got to do more than tweet. You got to do more than talk, bro. We don't want to hear no more talking. Nicki Minaj said she gonna do what to your daughter, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That was a little bit too far, bro. That was a little bit too far, bro. After that, bro, I wouldn't even respond on the internet, bro. It's nothing you can respond and say on the internet, bro. You got to catch Nicki Minaj in traffic, bro. You got to catch Nicki Minaj in traffic, bro. And like I said on my previous video, bro, this situation cannot be settled with just words, bro. This situation is going to get physical on both sides, bro, because New York City is a big city, bro, but it's a small city when it comes to the streets, bro, and both of them have street connections, bro. Nicki Minaj's husband, which is Zoo, he the Big Mac, bro. He is the Big Mac baller, bro. He got a lot of Mac baller pups that run up under him, bro. And Cardi B, yeah, she the big 5'9" brim, but guess what, y'all? Cardi B be with the Mac ballers more than she be with the 5'9" brims, bro. So Cardi B got a lot of Macs too. So I think this particular beef between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is gonna cause an internal war between the Mac ballers in New York, bro. Keep going.
She starts adding different media outlets. So she goes at TMZ. She says, "Harvey, your time is up." She goes for Charles. Says that his time is up.
Charles is the guy with the dreads, right?
Charles is the Charles is the guy that's sitting next to Harvey. Harvey and then this is Charles. And then she comes for
Do
us.
you agree with her when she said those tweets?
That their time is up.
Yeah.
No, they're doing what they're doing.
Oh, okay.
No shade from me.
I'm just saying, you know, Lauren used to be the senior news producer at TMZ.
Yeah, but God is good. I'm not. Oh, it ain't fine for me. Where I'm at with Charles. I have no issues. So then Nicki Minaj comes for us, and she says, "Charlamagne, did you put that bleaching cream on your
Penis.
penis?"
Michael, did you? You tell him, Envy.
Then she tags the President of the United States and says, "Lock them all up. Imagine if you called yourself Trump the God." Oh, this doesn't be word.
Not MAGA Minaj.
Now, that's the only thing, bro. That's the only thing I will say, Nicki. And I got to be unbiased, bro. You know I rock with you, Nicki. But you can't be the police and be being on some gangster shit, bro. You got to pick one, bro. You can't be talking all this gangster shit, all this sleaze, all this Mac baller shit, but then you adding the president telling him to lock up some media personalities, bro. It's not like you telling him to lock up some gang members or nothing like that, bro. You are calling on President Donald Trump to lock up some media personalities for saying something that's not in your favor, bro. Now, Nicki, come on, Nicki. You better than this, bro. You are better than this, bro. I'm on your side, bro. I'm not going to be biased. on your side, but I'm on your side, bro, because I like the underdog, bro. I rock with the underdog, bro. And I feel like the whole industry got some type of wicked agenda against Nicki Minaj, bro, because it's like they don't hold Cardi B accountable for nothing, bro. Cardi B gets held accountable for nothing, bro. Cardi B could go right now and say something about any other person, kids, and they gonna say, oh, it was a mistake. Cardi was mad, bro. Even with the leaked phone calls, bro. Cardi B is the one who leaked those phone calls of her talking to Ice Spice manager that hit the internet yesterday. And Cardi B really tried to act like Ice Spice manager is the one that released them, bro. Y'all know how I know Cardi B and her team are the ones that released them? Because a bunch of YouTubers are getting strikes, and the strikes are coming from Cardi B and her team, bro. That mean they own the content, bro. That mean they own the phone call, and that mean they released the phone call. But on those phone calls, Cardi B basically said Lotto is soft. She said Megan Thee Stallion is soft. And a lot of people in the comments, like the Barty Gang people, are really defending this for Cardi, bro. They saying, oh, Cardi said she was mad at the time. Like, when y'all gonna hold Cardi B accountable, bro? When are y'all going to hold Cardi B accountable and let her know that she really acting like a ghetto ratchet hood rat, bro? Like, that's what Cardi acting like, bro. Cardi is acting like a hood rat that done got her taxes times 100. Dig what I'm saying? That's what Cardi B act like, bro. Because it's no way you still married to Offset, but you parading around with a nigga that ain't really your nigga, and you pregnant by him, bro. Like, come on, y'all. Hold Cardi B accountable, bro. If y'all gonna hold Nicki Minaj to this certain standard, hold Cardi B to that standard, too.
Lock up Boring. She spelled my name wrong. And just with the testicles, too.
You know, I got balls and I drag them.
Okay.
So I'm glad she know.
Drop them.
Okay.
She said they're very nasty people. Queens, in words, run these in words. So envy you run us?
You
Or like,
run us,
are you in
envy?
cahoots?
Oh my
'Cause they know
God.
other lines. And then she says thank you. And then she drops the album date again, March 27, 2026.
We're not waiting.
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
You run us?
Yes. If you have balls and you're boring and you dye your penis, you know. Yo, stop it, man. People gonna be crazy. Stop it. You know. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
Now you don't know. Yo, shut up. Okay, continue on.
Miserable again.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. And she just proved my point even further. Miserable, whatever. It's laughable.
I just hate the fact that you go at somebody's kids.
Hold on, bro. Just hilarious, bro. That's why we saying you are biased, bro. You can't call Nicki Minaj miserable, bro. How can you call her miserable and y'all ain't even heard her say nothing, bro? Y'all ain't seen her facial expression or nothing, bro. Y'all are reading tweets, bro. Anybody could type on their phone, bro. Just because you typing some things on your phone about other people, that don't mean you depressed. That don't mean you stressed. That don't mean you miserable, bro. Nicki Minaj knows exactly what she doing, bro. Kenneth Petty knows exactly what Nicki Minaj is doing, bro. And Kenneth Petty, shout out Zoo, bro. He doing exactly what he's supposed to do, bro. Bonnie and Clyde type shit, bro. Bonnie and Clyde, Queen Southside story, bro. That's what Nicki Minaj and Zoo got going on, bro. He rhyme with Nicki Minaj if she right, wrong, or indifferent, bro. And that's how you supposed to rock for your chick, bro. He ain't supposed to be telling her like, hey, babe, chill, leave them people alone. No, bro. If Nicki Minaj want smoke, bro, it's smoke, bro.
Like, I think like, there has to be a line drawn, right? Because once you go to somebody's kids, I don't know how you go back from there. And it's like what Cardi said. Once you talk about my kids, what else is there left for me to do when I see you? There's no high five. There's no, hey, let me talk to you in the bathroom. No, put your hands up. But not only that, you know, a lot of these Nicki Minaj fans, right? They go hard, right? With the unicorn, they go crazy,
They
right?
going insane. They funny though.
What they leaving? They leaving the magically delicious emojis? Like, that's going to
It's
scare
so
you?
much. She need to put the barbs on an album. Like, just do an album with the
But
barbs.
she
It's
talked to
people
them
crazy.
like they not little hoes. Like,
Yes.
like she the pimp, they the hoes. Look, either way, where's Kenneth? Like, why you won't just grab your wife's phone? It's your wife. She's embarrassing her family. She's embarrassing you.
Explain that, Jess. How is she embarrassing her family, bro? How is Nicki Minaj embarrassing her family, bro? She's not saying nothing about her family. She talking about all y'all, bro. Nicki Minaj is having fun doing this, bro. This is funny to Nicki Minaj, bro. Her and Kenneth Petty are sitting right next to each other, looking at each other, laughing, responding to the things that y'all saying, bro. Like, y'all gotta stop taking everything on the internet so serious, bro. Y'all think people having mental episodes when they express themselves on the internet, bro. If that's the case, a lot of us got mental health issues then, bro.
Embarrassing y'all as a unit. Like, why would you let her lock herself in the bathroom and go on this rant like this? Break down the door, do something, grab the phone. I could never.
Nicki Minaj don't have to lock herself in no bathroom, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, y'all sounding biased, bro. Like, y'all never say this when Cardi B go on Spaces and she tell all her business, bro. When Cardi B was going on Spaces, embarrassing Offset, embarrassing her kids, was y'all saying anything, bro? Was y'all giving her the donkey of the day? No, y'all wasn't saying nothing about that, bro. Y'all don't think that's an embarrassment for Cardi B to go on Spaces anytime she got mad at Offset and put all their business on the forefront, bro? Y'all ain't say nothing about that. Why you ain't say nothing about that, Jess? Why did you not say nothing about Cardi B the multiple times she's been on Spaces exposing all her personal business, bro? Why you ain't say nothing about that, bro? Huh? Why y'all ain't say nothing?
I have a husband that let me do this. Like, they let me do this days and days and days.
Well, Cardi says that the only person that does have power is Kenneth, but there's other things at play.
Where?
She says that there's other things at play, and that, you know, Nicki Minaj, she alleges Nicki Minaj is under the influence of some things.
Where's her people? Like, where's Deb Anthony? Where's everybody that be helping her out? That's, you know, that she confides in. Where's her people? Where our therapists at? Like, where our people at?
You hit something on the know.
Jess, her man is sitting right next to her, bro. That's what he doing, bro. Her man is sitting right next to her, bro. He is sitting right next to her while she tweeting all these things, bro. Y'all acting like Nicki Minaj is losing her mind or something, bro. Like, she ain't said nothing physically, bro. She has not said nothing out her mouth. This is words she's typing on Twitter, bro. Like, y'all acting like y'all some type of medical practitioner, acting like y'all some primary care physician or something, bro. Like, how y'all gonna diagnose Nicki Minaj with something off tweets, bro? When y'all find a doctor that can diagnose somebody off reading tweets, y'all let me know about that doctor, bro. Because I don't think that doctor exists, bro. Keep going.
Very concerned. What's up?
So Cardi B also got concerned, to your point, Jess, and she says, "Dear Onika, Tanya, Mirage, this is my last time responding to you because this is past Twitter now. I gotta see you, but first I'm gonna tell you the truth. You said out your own mouth that the little girl in you hasn't forgiven." She talks about some allegations that Nicki Minaj was molested as a child, which God, okay, yeah. And then she says, "I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs are not going to help you." She's alleging that Nicki Minaj is using drugs, and that's why we're seeing these tweets. "You need to go to therapy now. I'm gonna let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because." And then she alleges that, you know, Kenneth Petty is taking advantage of Nicki Minaj, and that's why he's allowing her to do these things. And she says, "You think I don't know?" She's alleging. Cardi says that she got all this information from people from Queens, but she says Nicki Minaj needs to get help. You need to heal the trauma.
Okay, let's do this, Cardi. Cardi, since you seem to think that you are a primary care physician now and you can prescribe people things and you can diagnose people with things, bro, how about you self-diagnose yourself, bro? How about that, bro? Like, you are a side chick right now, bro. You are really a side chick right now, bro. You are willingly being Stephon Diggs, a.k.a. the wide receiver with the Rainbow Rumors. You are being his side chick right now, bro. And like I said before, and I'm going to keep reiterating this, bro, you are married, bro. You are still married to this day, bro. Your kids know their father as your husband, bro. And now you got a whole new man that you got a whole nother baby baking in your oven, bro, that you ain't got no type of attachment to, bro. You ain't got no commitment from, bro. And you mean to tell me that everything okay with you mentally, bro? No, I'm not buying it, bro. I'm not buying it, bro. Because Cardi B is $100 million diva, bro. It's no way she is just gonna settle for being some NFL nigga side chick, bro. And she just cool with that, bro. How about you go get help, Cardi? Now, this is what I think, y'all. And this is how we gonna wrap this up, bro. I feel like Nicki Minaj is the extreme underdog right now. I feel like the whole industry is against Nicki Minaj right now, and I'm rooting for Nicki Minaj, bro. I really feel like Nicki Minaj is gonna come from under this, bro. In some type of way, she gonna get back on top. Now, she do got some powerful ops, bro, but y'all gotta think, Nicki Minaj got some powerful alliances too, bro. She got Birdman, she got Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's really the only people I can think of right now. Birdman, Wayne, and Drake, like, that's going to have to be enough right now for you, Nicki. I'm rooting for you. I hope you get it together. I hope you win, bro. I really hope Nicki Minaj win this war. I'm gone.